Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. They'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And with that, let's go.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, until the last fighter is out here. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Got him with a left jab. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You're going to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee says stop.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that big right hand. He blocks that jab. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little of what you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
He threw the hook, didn't land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
counter-punching for both these athletes. Both men step back for just a moment. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And a counter left. Good counter right hand again. Counter right. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
They exchange punches. He fails to score with that left hook. Not a lot of defense here at all. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. And he misses with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Missed with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He misses with that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Great counter right hand there. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
There's the bell to start round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? Beautiful counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You'd like to see more jabs. When you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, like you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Start the 6th. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nobody home with that. Both men step back for just a moment. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice job by him to block that jab. Punch, counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
His jab just got blocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice score with that left hand. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Good counter punching. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Much better game plan here. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. And he just misses with that jab. These two are the perfect dance partners. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Watch that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can't land the jab there. Can't score with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Throws a jab but does not score. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Good left counter that lands. Neither man really defending themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Perfect counter lands. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Jab slightly off target. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice counter shot. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Lands with the right counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's start 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to start thinking. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Good punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That jab misses. That counter shot lands. Jab does not score. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
with the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Trying to land that jab. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. Just to relax.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
A split decision, I've enjoyed that. I actually forgot the rounds rolled by. The rounds were that close, they flew by. But what excitement. I could watch another 15 rounds of that. They probably can't do it, but we can watch it. Split decision, good call.